Hi, it's Jodie from Colourist Confessions, and today we're going to be doing a colour correction video. And I've got Anna here, beautiful girl. She was in my photo shoot, and somewhere about here you'll see a picture of her in my latest collection. So basically Anna's got a bit of a copper tinge to it from the shoot still. Her blue that she had, her previous blue direct dye, is pretty much gone. Hair's pretty much faded out. So basically today, I'm actually going to tell you what we're going to do. You'll kind of get the gist of it when I have the title of the video. But right now in video, I'm kind of just free. And it's kind of going to be like a Kinder surprise to me. Because when you open it, you finally find out what you're going to get. I really don't know what I'm going to get. But because I'm using Colourist, I think that it's exciting because I can try and achieve something. So basically what I'm going to start with, because we're going to test Colourist Ultimate, we're going to do something a little bit different where we're going to push the hair really hard and just do it slowly, but we're going to rinse the hair, like do smaller portions of applications because I don't want to push the hair too hard and too fast. So I'm starting with what you consider a bleach bath but on dry hair, and it's got Colourist in it. Remember, for every 10 grams of powder bleach, and we're not talking about peroxide, you use 2 mils of the number 1 in Colourist. Just so you're confused. So giving an example, so you use 25 grams of powder lightener, and don't worry about the peroxide because it doesn't matter. But that will make it so you have to put, work out. So there's, sorry, I'm really dyslexic, so I have to use my fingers. So it's like, it's 5 mils of number 1 if you're using 25 grams of powder. Remember, mix up your powder and your peroxide first and then add in the Colourist and mix well. So we're going to get started, and yes, I have an apron on today because I've learnt my lesson of wearing my clothes too many times. So I am going to do it. I'm going to put a towel around my models because I don't really want to get bleach everywhere. Okay, I've just sectioned the hair off now, and I'm going to apply the lightener and mixed in with a bit of shampoo and of course the Colourist. Run it through. And I'm not going to take it right to the root because obviously because heat conducts through the area, it'll come up quite quickly. And we know because the virgin will come through, and I really don't want that coming through. So yeah, as I said, it's going to be a Kinder surprise, and we don't know what we're going to get, do we, Anna?
No, we don't.
It's exciting, but we can dream. So when was the last time you were blonde, Anna?
About 2011.
So a few years.
A few years.
When I first got hold of Anna, Anna was super dark, too dark for her skin tone. Even though she's got this European skin going on, it's like, sometimes you can be too dark. But we got it down to the copper colour, and it's awesome. And yes, my phone just ticked up on. Sometimes you don't know whether hair will take, so when I put shampoo in something, it's to give it a gentle process. It normally is the gauge and tester on whether how much does it lighten. and how much can I push it. Hair's a really good indicator. Like, I know in a process how far I can push something based on how it's lifting, especially in this kind of process. So I think if you're a colour technician, you understand lifting volumes, and I think that, like, if you understand your level of lift, you know where you're at, you know what level of colour you're at. You kind of just sit there and go, okay, I can do this. Like, the more levels you go up, it just kind of gets a bit more exciting. You just sit there and go, I can do this. It's like, what's that? Like, is it a kid's book or the little train that could? Is that it?
Mm-hmm. It's a book.
Is it the train?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it chugs along, and it's like, I think I can. And it's like that with hair. And you keep saying it to yourself, I think I can. So you've got to do the same thing. And when you're doing this kind of work, you kind of can't be scared of it. So if you're new to hair, don't attempt to do a colour correction, because someone's going to be correcting your work. And you really don't want that. It's easy to put colours in that don't require very much work, but it's really, really hard to get out colours that were done wrong. It's easy to put in, but hard to get out. Like the rainbow colour in my collection. My stepdaughter had decided straight away she didn't want it, to keep it. So we had to immediately get into action on doing it. In reality, every colourist knows that's an absolute no-no. Fashion, vivid colours, you don't take them out straight away. You let them fade, and then you take them out. Absolute nightmare to get rid of. Everything I knew about vivids went out the window because it didn't work, because it was so fresh. I could have used a conventional colour remover, but because it had direct dyes in it as well, I would have had to have done 2 lots of it, and it just seemed a bit pointless to me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the head, and once I've done this and I've finished going through the whole head, working my way in, I will show you where we're up to and show you if we're lightening, if it's working. So I'll get back to you. So what we've done now is I've applied it all through the hair. It's a mixture of Redken Flash Lift, 30 volt Qplex and shampoo. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see the light in here, it is actually lifting. It is actually coming up. So I've put it in Glad Wrap so we can leave it on. The elasticity on the hair when I've done it is pretty good actually. It's still springing back, so we're going to leave it on. I'm going to kind of eyeball it. Eyeballing meaning you watch it constantly and you don't keep your eyes off it. So I'll eyeball it and then we'll come back. Hello, we're back, and look at it, what it's done. Anna has really, really curly hair and is prone to frizziness. This has no product in it whatsoever, no oils. It's just been blasted dry, no nothing. Haven't done anything to hide anything. Basically, we've lifted up a fair bit. How does it feel, Anna?
It feels great. My hair's really soft now, and it just feels like it has more volume.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do a bit of a harsher process right now. I'm going to spin Anna this way. And I'm going to get my trust. Just section the hair off first. Just so I've got a bit more control. Like when you section hair, you seem to have a lot more control in the hair. And as I said, this is a Kinder Surprise. We do not know where we're going with this. We just hope that we can, in the next stage, we're going to get it to where we want to get it to. So we just do the 4 cross section, like you would putting on a tint. And we look really charming with pigtails, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And we are going to give Anna a good haircut today. So you'll get to see the hair. And I'm not going to show you the haircut because I don't show my haircuts to anyone because I'm a colorist. Okay, there's my store. Okay. So starting with the back section again, I've mixed up 40 volume with Redken Flash Lift and of course Cureplex. Cureplex is the reason why Anna's said her hair feels extremely soft, and as anyone would know, curly hair can have a frizzy state, and frizziness can come from many forms. Frizziness can come from too much thinning, can come from dryness, it can come from all sorts of things. So her job today is make sure that when she leaves today, her hair colour is gorgeous, as well as looking smooth and fabulous. Anna will also take home the number 3 today, so she can make sure she rebuilds those bonds when she's not with me. And Anna's one of my house models as well, so Anna and I get to play a bit. And as you've seen in the earlier shot of her from my latest collection, you probably see Anna pop up from time to time doing something fun and different. Hey Anna.
Hey.
We like fun and different, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Anna's a graphic designer, so art is in her nature. So she can play with her hair, and she's got no commitment to a job at the moment, so she doesn't have to be in a certain mould for the job at the moment. Okay, so we're going to go through the hair, and as like before, I'm going to continue on my way because you don't want to see me just pull through the hair and chat to Anna constantly about anything and everything. Which that could be interesting, but anyway, I'll see you soon. Hey, we're back. We've put it through, and we're starting to see some progress in this back area. What I just want to show you in this back section that's been left on the lightest, obviously it's got some residual colour in it, but I want to show you, like if you pull that, like it's not breaking, it's not stressed at all, so really it's doing well for 40 vol, like it's really doing well. So like see, it's still got the elasticity in it, and when it bounces back, and I'm pulling on that quite firmly, it's not breaking. So I know that the hair's not in distress, it's lifting well, and I'm quite happy with the progress of it. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to wrap this in Glad Wrap, and I'm going to eyeball it, and we'll be back. Okay, bye. Hey, we're back, and yes, this colour was a Kinder Surprise. I haven't toned it or anything like that. Well, basically we're just going to have to get it to what we can, because sometimes you don't want to push hair too far, and even though it's curly and pretty strong and we've used the Colourist, I don't want to push it too far. But we can still have some fun with some Vivids, and we can kind of make it like a Kinder Surprise and see what we get. So I got a beautiful blue, a pink, and an orange. How cool are they? Like, that's really cool. So I'm going to show you through the top. I'm going to put some like foils through the top and give some dimension, because I want not to be just like any dip dye kind of at home. I want to achieve something that people can't achieve at home. They need us to do, and that's what doing these kind of colours is all about. It's all about pushing yourself to make sure that you're bespoke and different. Reason my work in general is bespoke because I tailor make all colours for people's hair. So even though you don't get the ideal result, you can always give them something that they'll love. And I know that Anna will love this result when I'm finished. I know she will. So I'm going to start, and this is where Anna parts it. So I'm going to start here in her part. So just applying it to the root area. Just remember, these products are really highly stainable. The one thing about these kind of colours which is really cool is that if you do make a mistake and drip something on hair, you can get away with it because it's bespoke. And that's the cool thing about it. Bespoke means tailor-make. So you can pretty much do anything you want with it. And we're taking close attention to this hairline because we don't want to stain it. Like blondes, I take close attention to the front area because this is where people really notice it, and this is where they're going to take their selfies. So it's really important to be quite precise in your sectioning in this section and be generous with product. And as I said, we're playing with the colours, not really knowing what we're going to get, but I know that we're going to get a really pretty result. I'd say we're probably about a level 7 with slight bits of level 8 in there. And just to help you with control, clip things away. Get things out of your way and just make sure that you get really clean sections. Your client will honestly love you to bits if you don't stain them. And I'll say, I can't do that at home, so I'm not even going to try. So I've got a large towel. I always carry a large towel with me to pop around the client because this is where we need a lot of protection on clothes because we do not want to stain their clothes in crazy colours. Honestly, it's an absolute no-no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all over the head and then I'm going to get back to you with the next step. Okay, I've jumped a bit ahead, but I'm going to show you this section. But just before I start, I'm going to show you the back. Basically what I've done, I've got 4 colours, and the 4 colours are blue, pink, and orange and yellow. basically what I've done is I've interchanged it and melted it together different, like as I go up. I've done a few, before I started that, I actually weaved out some medium sized foils, and that like you would in a foil situation, and I kind of blended it, like that was just a full on like one colour, like with the root, like obviously we did the root colour first. And basically on this side I've done a few, again I've done some weaves, and then I've melted in, and I'm trying to integrate a bit of the blue in just to cool it down a little bit, like the look. So what I'm going to do, I always like to look at where the actual start is, so I know it starts there. So I'm going to grab that and I'm going to go like that. So, and that's going to give me a pretty definite on where I am, okay? So I'm going to comb that. Then I'm going to, looking at that is how you measure on this. Look. So I go across, and I go with the curve of the head when I'm doing sectioning, because when you're doing this bespoke work is all about custom making. So I feel that going with the angles of the head with the hair colour is where I'm going to get it to sit best, and it's going to be where the client's actual hair lays. So I'm going to pull that root colour through. The root colour that we put in was a lighter pink, and what that's going to do, that's just going to just soften that hard line from like any unevenness or patchiness, which it doesn't matter so much. So I'm going to do a finer weave in this one, and I'm going to grab one of my foils from Foil Me, and these are great because I don't need an assistant to pass up to me. It's fantastic. Well, I don't need my not to be my foil bitch. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab some blue, and I'm going to colour down. This blue is not going to turn out a definite blue. Like when you get to this level, you can't expect it to come out extremely bright. For me, it's just to cool down the look because it's full of so many warm colours in it. And we just want that coolness in there because the warmness is from, we've got yellows, we've got really, really dark pink. We just need something to soften the look up a little bit. And I feel that this does that. So there, and then again, you look at the next section, you look at where it is and where it floats. And so I'm there, so across there. I really, really like to make sure that everything's in its place. I like to also make sure that I'm matching colours up. So that one is orange. So remember, small weave, finer weave. Comb it up. Another foil. So we've got the orange. It's got orange. What these will do, this will give the colour a bit more dimension. Yes, they are melted a lot together, and melting is one of my favourite techniques at the moment because I feel it shows so much dimension and it gives such a beautiful soft look. And people can have a really crazy out there colour and it looks so sexy. I feel like this is a bit of a tropical kind of oasis kind of theme for us today. Kind of going tropical. Got like Tropicana. Have we?
Sun-kissed and
yeah.
fruits.
Had a bit of fun with it. Okay, we're going to go yellow now. So, you may not see this as a definition, but like, it's just going to show up in the hair when you style it a lot. Like, the yellow I don't expect to really, really show up a huge amount. But I think it will give it a lot of shine and luster to the hair, because after all, that's what we want. We want shiny, healthy hair, and that's what Vivid's all about. Vivids look really, really good if they're done really well. If they're done really, really badly, that's when you get your typical YouTube tutorial that looks a bit, how you going? And you know we hate how you going, because that's so bad. Okay, what we're going to do, I'm going to look at the other side, and I started with a pink going down to an orange. Remember to make sure that you always check what you did on the other side, because if you don't, it's going to look really odd, and someone's going to think you don't know what you're doing. So measuring is really, really important. So making sure you get it nice and even is so important. And as I said, there's not really, you can't make a mistake, but if you don't get your proportions right, you can make a mistake. Like, it will severely show if the actual colours on each side don't match. So I've got a darker pink here, like to the root colour. The softer pink was all about softening it, the root area. And what I'm going to do now, and because we have towels, that's why I put a towel here. Client doesn't mind so much because they're getting so much crazy colour that they're like so excited by now that they don't care if you're wiping yourself on.
Go ahead, just go ahead.
God, that was a really funny laugh, wasn't it? Yeah, that is orange to yellow. Okay. Because this piece is thicker, because we have a deeper seated part, we can add a bit of personalisation around the hairline, which is great. So we're going to use the orange and just melt it in. Use your fingers, and then we're going to grab the yellow. I guess you can kind of see what I mean by now about tropical, because this is all looking very sexy and tropical, and I think my client's going to have to go on a holiday for this, because she looks so hot. Yeah. So what I'm going to do on the face, I'm going to do something very dimensional, something different. I think I'm going to do we want lighter around the face, or do we want wow bang?
Wow bang.
Okay, you got the challenge there.
You're up for the challenge.
Yeah, I know. If you decide to venture into Vivids, really, really play with it. Play with a doll's head before you really get on a client, because the only way you're going to learn is by practice. And the reason why I haven't confined these all in foils is because it's really, really, it just doesn't matter anyway if it bleeds into each other, because the colour's going to turn out hot if you melt them right. So now, blue there. I'm going to do blue there. So I'm going to do pink here. Pink here. Pink. Then we're going to do an orange. We'll melt it in. Yay, it's getting there. It's gonna look pretty. After all this work, we're gonna have a reward of pretty hair.
It has been a lot of work.
It has, but it's all gonna be worth it. Don't you think?
Yeah, I do. I think it's gonna be amazing.
I think it's just something different and fun, and you've got a client that is actually willing to step over to the dark side, as I call it, and let you play with Vivids. honestly do it. Like, don't second guess it, because even if it's like a little strand of like the tiniest bit of either like you give one pop of pink, so what? That's a start. Like, people will have that colour and then they'll venture into it and they'll go, next time I actually want more. Or when the way I deal with clients that I want to change and want to do something really fun and exciting, I go, next time you come to me, not today, because financially I don't want to put you out. Next time you come to me, I want to do something really different. And they're like, what? Why can't you tell me now? And it's like, no, I'll send you a picture after the appointment and we can have fun with it then. And you can have that 6 weeks to think about it. I can promise you those clients do not want to wait 6 weeks to have a think about it. They want to see your idea then and there. Make sure that before you actually spring an idea to them, that it actually fits their job. Because if you give them something that's not suitable to what they do in their life, oh my god, you're in trouble. Like, I have ways of being able to give my clients quick looks, and so they're going out to a party or something, or they're going to Mardi Gras or something like that, and without the commitment. And generally I use eyeshadow pigment, and it's like it's a one-day use that I can really get them looking absolutely hands down. Now I've got the blue, sorry, and then melting into a pink, which blue, and it gives it a different, like, I love when the colours melt together, they make different colours. Okay, so basically there we have it. We are all done. So this is going to be left on for 20 minutes. Then I will show you the big reveal. See you soon. Hello, we're back, and look what's happened here. Look at this. Seriously, I honestly owe this to Cureplex, honestly. I know I didn't push it as far as I could have, but I am a hairdresser that likes integrity, so I probably could have pushed it that bit further and really got it really perfectly even, but I'm really wanting to keep her condition, and it's not a magic wand at the end of the day, but I honestly could not have got anywhere near this result if you'd seen her before my photo shoot. She was like a level 3, 2, 3, and to get this far is pretty amazing. Like, and I only, for my photo shoot, I only did highlights to the top of, and then added some orange in it. Now, but this is what, like, look at that colour. Like, look at it. The colours I used were, the blue is the Pravana Neon Blue. The root colour is, which I wanted to soften up the root because sometimes they can go a little bit hot when you're doing roots. That's the Neon Pink in the neons. And the actual orange is the Neon Orange. The yellow is from Alter Ego, my colour. The darker pink is from, I think it's Pepper Pink from Alter Ego, my colour. And it's just amazing. Like, I think, I don't know, it's like a little bit of a rainbow. What would you call it?
I would say it's a rainbow paddle pop.
Ah! Rainbow paddle pop, there you go. So, basically, her hair feels super soft. Basically, I think it feels better than it was before because curly hair is super dry. And if I had really, really wrecked her hair, I could not have got a blow dry this amazing. And look at that. That is super beautiful. That those ends are just, yes, we did give it a bit of a trim, but it is super beautiful. Like, I'll show you the back. Like, what I did in the back was just, I did some cascading of the blue, like in really fine weaves, and kept it quite minimalistic at the back with the orange and the yellow, and melted in with the pink, and just brought it up slightly. And it's just, those highlights that you do in those weaves really help bespoke it and really give it the dimension that it needs, and basically something that a consumer can't do at home. This is not something that you can buy out of a packet. So it's about teaching you to actually get you out of your comfort zone and get your clients out of the comfort zone, whether it's just a pop. You can even just grab a section like that and just do a top bit and just give them a bit of dimension, or even a peekaboo, like the peekaboo. Do you want to show people how dimensional your hair is? Just flick your hair around. Like, look at that. Honestly, like those different tones in there, you can really see them, and it's like it changes. And that's the cool thing about melts. You just don't know where they start, and it's just really, really cool. Like that yellow just pops there at the back. Like that's friggin' amazing. Pop it back. And like it's just, it feels so good. What do you think about the feel of it?
Oh, it's so super soft and silky. I love it.
Yeah. So, are you gonna keep this?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep this for as long as I can. This is amazing.
That. Well, as you can see, I am sweating like a pig from all these lights, and honestly, I honestly would like to thank Anna for spending the day with me and doing something that was a Kinder Surprise. And this is really a Kinder Surprise. It's like a toy, isn't it?
Yeah. We had no idea how it was going to turn out.
And that. So I was really putting Anna in blindly, but I think we got a great result in the end. Like the dimension in that colour, like, is super cool. So honestly, if you like what you saw, and why don't you give us a thumbs up, and why not subscribe, and also go check out my blog Colourist Confessions, www.coloristconfessions.com. Check me out on Instagram, Jodie Carlos, and I've got Periscope. Is that how I call it? I don't know, that video chat thing. It's really cool. So basically, I can't wait to do more videos like this. This is what I'm all about, bespoke colour. And the biggest thing, this is a real client scenario where sometimes when we get clients in, we don't know what we're going to get. They're called Kinder Surprises. And today we created a Kinder Surprise that my client didn't even know she wanted. But I guess we love it, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So she's going to go off and rock some selfies right now. So till next time, bye.